Welcome to day 2 of the 10-day Pilates Walk Down Challenge. So remember, you can always go back to the first one. We're going to continue with the first one. We're just going to add in a couple extra. So we're going to kind of go a little bit quicker through the first bit, and then we'll slow down when we come to the newer exercises. Okay, so you're going to come down on to your backs, however you need to. And then remember that in and out of the pelvis, the belly. So pulling the belly button in, so the hip bones draw into the navel pulls all the way up to your sternum. Keep that active, and then you're just going to pull one leg in, and then the other leg in. So the pelvis shouldn't have shifted. You should still be in that neutral pelvis. So you will have a slight arch under your back. Make sure the ribs are pulling down. We're going to add in those knee floats. Just do a couple each side just to warm up the powerhouse and that low belly. So from here, make sure that in and up is drawn in, and then take the leg, place it down. Try not to let that pelvis, rib cage react. Up, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Go ahead and do those leg slides. So we're taking the leg long, making sure you're not sinking to that side. Pull in. Take the leg out long. Pull in from the tummy. Imagine that there's a piece of string attached from the pelvis to your ribs, and you got to pull it tight from the abdominals to pull the leg in. Reach the leg long. Pull in. Last one this side. Reach the leg long and pull in. We're going to go into those rib cage arms. You're going to inhale the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, press something heavy. Take the arms back. Inhale, press something heavy. Bring them forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale, press something heavy to bring them forward. Last one, we're going to go into that 100 again. Inhale the arms back. Exhale, press something heavy. Keep pressing something heavy and let the head, the shoulders, and the chest lift. Keep pulling that rib cage down into the mat, and that this all stays nice and flat. And we're going into 100. Remember, at any point you can put your head down. Here we go. Inhaling. And exhale. Inhale. Keep reaching the fingertips towards the end of the mat. Keeping the eyes in the belly. Inhale. Remember, strong movement is coming from the back. Keep pulling the belly in and up. And 80. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 90. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100. Lower down with control. Roll onto your sides. Come up to seated with a half roll back. Sitting up nice and tall. Elbows wide. Hands pressing into the belly of the thighs. Not the thighs, the hamstrings. And then from here, sitting up nice and tall, you're going to scoop that belly, you're going to pull it back, and you're just going to start with those little tiny seated pelvic tilts and sitting up. Keep pressing the feet into the mat, pressing the hands into the thighs and thighs into the hands. And lift. 2 more. And up, pulling back from that low belly, the one that's right between your hip bones. Hold it here. Keep pulling back, scooping everything in. Keep drawing the shoulder blades. Don't let the shoulders come up to the ears. Keep pressing the hands into the thighs and going to where your arms or long. So you have to find that strong movement. Now pull the belly in even more and see if you can get the back of those hip bones down onto the mat. And then pull yourself up. And sit up tall. Couple more. Lift up. Pull that belly back. Go to where your arms are straight. So I'm really pressing my thigh bones into my hands to help me here. Now pull the tummy back to see if you can get that back of the hip bones onto the mat. And scoop and pull yourself up. Last one, we're going to go all the way down with control. Pull the tummy in. Find those long arms. Nice rounded spine. Keep scooping, finding this most lengthened C curve possible. And then walking down, controlling the descent so you're not just collapsing. The left leg's going to pull in. The right leg is going to pull in, and you're going to lift it straight up to the ceiling. You're going to turn that leg out at the hip socket. Now, if you want to and you don't have tight hamstrings, you can take that leg straight. So now I'm trying to reach my toe up to the ceiling while I'm pressing my left leg, the left foot, into the mat. My upper arm bones are pressing in, my forearms are pressing down, my wrists are pressing down to help open up my collarbones, but without compromising my rib cage. Here we go, 5 circles, turn that leg out. We're going to the nose, across to the left shoulder, circle down and around and up. So nose, left shoulder, down, right shoulder, and home. Again, only keeping it as big as you know you can control the pelvis. Remember, it's not about what's moving, it's about what's not moving. And what's not moving, the pelvis. This knee isn't waggling all over the place. My left knee, hopefully not. And my shoulders and my rib cage. Last one, and reverse. So now we're going out to the right shoulder. We go down, around, nose, and home. Right shoulder, down, around to the left, over, and home. So the belly is still drawing in and up. You're pressing the upper arm bones into the mat. Last one. And bend that leg in, place it down, other side. So now really press through the whole foot of your right leg and then take that left leg up. So lifting it up from the tummy so that you don't affect the pelvis, so the pelvis isn't twisted. Take the leg long if you want to. Turn it out at the hip socket. Make sure the rib cage and the arms are connected. Pelvis is anchored. Here we go. Across, down, around, and up. Across, down, around, and up. Across, down, around, and up. Last 2. The last one. And reverse. Out to the left, down, around, and up. Left shoulder, down, around, and up. Left shoulder, down, right shoulder, and up. The last one, left, down, right, and up. Bend that knee in, place it down, come onto your side. Come up, wow. Come up to your side without falling off your mat. And we're going to go into our rolling. So, hands behind the belly of the thighs again. You're going to pull that low belly back so that you can find the bit where you feel it. You can just lift your legs off the mat. Heels squeezing together. Knees just about shoulder distance. Belly pulling in, heels chasing your bottom the whole time for that hamstring activation and outer hip activation. Shoulders want to stay down. Try not to let everything go rogue as you go overhead. I know it's very hard, but here we go. 5 rolling, pulling back. And up. Don't go on your neck. Back just to the shoulder blades. And up. Oop, lost it there. there. Here we go. 2 more. Last one. And up. Okay, you're going to pick your hips up, scoot them back a tiny little bit, and then you're going to roll down. You're going to find that tummy and you're going to pull your right leg in. You're going to place your outside hand on your ankle. Well, the ankle. The left hand just below your knee. Okay, so outside hand goes on the outside, inside hand on the inside, and then curl up from here. So we've already done a curl up. Okay, so from here, elbows are wide. It's almost like I'm using my elbows, I'm using my arms and my leg to help me curl up a little bit higher, but I'm not tucking, okay? I'm trying to keep that tailbone down, and then I'm going to pull, and then switch my legs. Pull, switch my legs. One more each side. Last one. And then pull both knees in, lower the head down, and give yourself a little stretch. So that was called single leg pull. Come over onto your side. We're going to sit up for spine stretch forward. So, you have options. You might need a block to sit on, so if you need to press pause to go and grab a block, then do so, or you might need just a rolled up towel. So, if you have trouble sitting up nice and tall on your sit bones, so your sternum is right in line with your pubic bone, so you're not pitching back and you're not pitching forward. Or you just have tight hamstrings, you can grab a block and you can sit on your block. And it just helps you lift up a little bit easier. The other option is, if you're like me, and I have trouble pressing my hamstrings into the mat, then you can take a rolled up towel and you can press your hamstrings, go right underneath, not behind your knees, right in the middle, between underneath the belly of your thighs. So pick a position, find that lift, so it's almost like your sit bones are pressing down as you lift your spine up. The heels are pressing into the mat and there's a softness to my knees, okay? So I'm pressing down on my hamstring and pressing down on my heels. I'm reaching the crown of the head up to the ceiling, and I'm going to place my arms right in line with my shoulders. So shoulder distance and shoulder height. So they're not reaching off my back, they're just on my back. So from here, press down to lift up. So scoot that belly in and up. Drop the head. And now as you reach forward with the crown of the head and the arms, you're pulling back with your hip bones and you're pulling back with your belly and you're trying to send the rib cage out the back and up to the ceiling. So when you get to your point where you can't reach anymore, I want you to kind of lift the belly and find a little bit more lift. And then restack the spine. So we're not pancaking out. It's not a forward fold. It's an up and over. So sometimes I like to think that I have little barbed wire fences right over my thigh bones, and if I catch myself on them, it's gonna hurt. I know, a little bit, I don't know why I do everything scary, but okay. Here we go. Sitting up nice and tall again. Connect the arms to the back. Lift up, drop the head. Reach forward with the crown of the head. Reach forward with the feet, the arms, but then the belly and the hip bones are pulling back. So those are two-way stretch. When you can't reach any more, you can scoop the belly, squeeze the sit bones, and lift. And then restack the spine. We've got one more. We're going to add the breath in now. So you're going to inhale, lift your whole spine. Exhale, round the head and reach forward. Empty out every last drop of air you had in you. Squeeze the lungs have no more air, then you're going to inhale and restack the spine. And relax down. We're going to add one more exercise in today, and then we're going to finish, okay? So I want you to come onto your tummies, so onto your fronts, come onto safely. And you want your legs, if you don't have low back problems, you would like your legs to be together. If you have low back problems and you feel it pinching in your back when you have your legs together, then go a little bit further apart. But what I want you to be, I don't know if you can see this, I don't want the legs flopping out, okay? So it's not like the heels are together and the toes are apart. I want the legs to be in parallel. So the front of the shins, the tops of the feet, and the kneecaps are all facing down to the mat. So I don't mind if they're apart, but they have to be in what we call parallel. From here, place your hands down on the mat. Pull the shoulder blades down the back and put your hairline on your hands. From here, you're going to pull that belly in and up, so the same way. So draw the hip bones towards your navel and pull your navel all the way up to your sternum. Keep pulling the shoulder blades down the back, and you're going to connect, you're going to super glue your head to your hands and your hands to the head, and you're going to stay there. From here, you're going to reach the crown of the head forward. You're going to reach it away from the heels, and then the head, the neck, and the upper back are going to lift. Do not go into your low back. It's not about the lift, it's about the length. Reach, 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 reach. Hold, 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 and then reach longer to come back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Press the head into the hands and the hand into the head, and that will help activate your upper back and your shoulder girdle. Draw the shoulder blades down the back, find that in and up of the belly, and then reach the crown of the head away as though you're trying to open your spine. Lengthen, lengthen, and lift, and hold. Keep pressing the head into the hands and the hand into the head. You'll feel it fire up your upper back, and then reach away and lower down. Last one. Shoulder blades drawing down the back. Belly's pulling in and up. Reach the crown of the head away from the feet and lift. Keep pulling that belly in and up as you lengthen the crown of the head away. Keep pressing the head into the hands and the hand into the head. Hold, 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 and then lengthen. Come back down. Place the hands just underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Scoop your belly and round back for your child's pose. Keep lifting the tummy off the thighs. And then restack the spine when you're ready. And that is day 2 over. See you tomorrow.